So this video shows how the power supply is connected to the apparatus. I have a power supply here. I've got the positive terminal and the negative terminal connected to my apparatus. I just want to trace the wires through the apparatus so that we can see how current is going to run through the apparatus. Now, we know that current is going to run out of the positive terminal and it's going to go into the negative terminal, but for the it just so happens that the way I've got this set up, it's going to be more convenient for me to follow the wires out of the negative terminal. So I'm going to talk about current running down this black wire. All I would have to do is switch the two leads on my power supply in order to make current run in the direction that I'm going to describe in this video. So if we get a back up, get an overview of how the apparatus is connected to the power supply, I see that the red wire is connected to the left side, the black wire is connected to the right side. Let's look at the black wire. So the black wire is connected to this post at the back of the apparatus. This post is a conductor, so current's going to run through this post. And at the top of the post, I actually have the fulcrum for the balance that the top wire is connected to. So current is going to run through this black wire into the post, up the post, and then it's going to run along this top wire here. So let's follow the current as it runs along that top wire. It runs to the front of the apparatus. I see that the top wire is sitting directly above the bottom wire, and I'm going to have current that runs along that top wire to the opposite side of the apparatus. So along this wire to the opposite side of the apparatus. I'm going to switch to the other side of the apparatus now so that we can trace where this current is going to go. So here we are just on the other side of the apparatus. We've got current that is coming along this top wire towards us, and we see that it's going to run into this junction and then it's going to go to the back of the apparatus. So let's follow the current as it goes back to the back side of the apparatus. To the back side of the apparatus on this side looks the same as it did on the other side. I've got current that is going to run through this conducting post, and I've got that conducting post connected to a red wire. So I'm going to have current that runs out through this red wire. Now I've got that wire connected to an ammeter so that I can measure the current that runs through the apparatus, and then the other lead of the ammeter is connected to this front post. So again, this front post is a conductor. I'm going to have current that runs into the post through this wire, current run up the post, and then I'm going to have current that runs through the bottom wire. So notice that the top wire had current that ran towards us in this perspective, and the bottom wire has current that runs away from us in this perspective. So I've got current that runs in the opposite directions through the bottom and the top wire. So I'm going to switch to the other side of the apparatus again so that we can see where the current goes from here. So current is going to run through this bottom wire all the way to this post over here, and it's going to run down that post. So now let me switch over to that view. So here's that post. It's not in focus very well, but here's that post that current is now going to run through, down through the post, and then I've got that connected to a red wire here, so it's going to run out that red wire. That red wire is connected to my power supply, so that completes the circuit. So I've got current that runs through my apparatus. The important part is that I've got current running in opposite directions through the top and the bottom wires.